If you're interested in winning more games of Madden, head over to winmadden.com, where you can gain access to the top offenses and defenses ran by the pros at the highest level. And you can now use my code DREW20 for 20% off your yearly or monthly membership and start winning today. All right, boys, I haven't done a full offensive scheme breakdown on the channel in a while. So if you're new, make sure you drop a like, subscribe down below, and I'll definitely bring you guys more of this in the future. This isn't going to be the whole entire 49ers offense. This is just going to be tight Y off specifically. And I think I'm going to do like a part 2 and a part 3 to this. And then we can kind of make this a little series, just so the videos aren't like an hour long or anything like that. But like I said, if you're new, drop a like, subscribe down below, and hit the notification bell so you're notified every time a video like this goes live. We normally do Panthers theme team content, but I'm going to try to branch into the tip space a little bit more. So this tight Y off week in the 49ers offense is unbelievably good, and it's a great offense to be ran just by itself. And like the majority of people run doubles flex Y off close in the Niners playbook, and don't get me wrong, it is really, really good. I mix it in though. I choose to mix it in instead of like running it as a full-time offense. I base my offense at a tight Y off now. And what got me curious about this is the Steelers game plan on winmadden.com. If you use code DREW for 20% off, you could unlock some of the same concepts I'm going to go over in this offense, but they have tight Y off as well. But I feel like the 49ers is a little bit better because instead of an RPO glance, they have the jet touch pass. And I just feel like the 49ers tight Y off is the most complete version of it. They have tight end corner, which is the play we're going to be coming out in and basing all of our route combos out of. I'm going to get into that in a second, but you can't see it because my face cam is hidden, but that's the play we're going to come out in. And then we're going to also be running motion Y corner and motion slot choice. And then there's a motion slash wheel cross that I really like, but I don't run it too much because I couldn't fit it in the audibles. And then they have 0-1 trap, and then they have all of the fakes. Like they have the jet touch pass, which is really good. That's in our audibles. They have the zone fake jet, and they have the fake jet halfback seam. So they have the fake run, the jet pass, and the fake jet pass. Sorry, I know it's like, I know it's a little complicated, but like if you use those plays at the right time, they can be really deadly. But I'll go over the audibles. In the audibles, I have jet touch pass, 0-1 trap, motion slot choice, and motion Y corner. And the reason I have the audibles the way that I have them is because, like I was saying before, most of the offense is going to be based off of our freestyling route combos out of the tight end corner play. And throughout the video, I'm going to leave the play art on the screen so that you can take screenshots and save them to your phone so that you can remember the setups and everything like that. So as far as the defense we're going to be going against, I'll show you how these route combos can beat both zone and man and a little cover 2. But we're going to start in cover 4. So if I find just regular cover 4 drop, just so we don't get insta-shedded to death. Like, we're going to get shedded anyways, but I just going to find a play that rushes 3. And this is just the route combos that I'm going to show you guys on the field are relative. They're kind of universal in a way. Like, if something's going to be open every time against zone coverage, it's just on you to make the read. So we're going to come out in tight end corner, and this play alone has 2 stock corner routes. That automatically saves you some hot routes right there, boys. And especially if you have conductor or backyard QB or master tactician on your quarterback, you can make these hot routes a lot faster. So so we're going to start by freestyling out of tight end corner against general zone coverage, and then I'll show you how to freestyle out of like general man coverage against general man coverage. So I want to start by like giving you guys 2 or 3 max protection setups for your route combos, and this is to get you started and try to get you comfortable in the offense, is what it's meant to do. So I'm going to start by max protecting, which is LB, which is L1, like top left trigger, and then up on the right stick to max protect. This blocks both your tight end and your running back. So this will help against any type of blitzes that you come across, or if you just feel like you're getting shedded like crazy, you can go ahead and do this. Now, obviously, this takes 2 of the routes off of the field. So what are we going to do with these 3 routes? Well, we're going to build all of our route combos, or at least most of them, around this return route that John Ross is running at the bottom left corner of the screen. This route is so good against man in zone. It spaces that you can build route combos around this to space it really well and make it a really good check down for you. And the user sleeps on it a lot, boys. So the first route combo we're going to do is we're going to streak the slot receiver and post this solo receiver right here. And this route here is actually really good. I mean, it's only 3 routes, and one of them's a pull route. So really just reading the post first and then the return route. And if the defense plays back, you just check down to the return route. And keep in mind, most of the time there's not going to be any yellow zones over the middle of the field when you're playing a real online game, because what people will do is I don't have 2 controllers, but they're usually blitzing in dollar. They're usually blitzing that left linebacker and trying to get him to loop around or engage through the offensive line on the left side. And they're using the right linebacker. So just assume that there's no yellow zones on the field. That's why we're making these route combos the way that we're making them, is to take advantage of the short intermediate areas of the middle of the field. So you can do the same thing, and this doesn't matter. Like you can do this on either hash. You don't have to flip the formation if you're on the right hash or left hash or etc. And so the next max protect setup is simply the other way, right? We're posting and streaking the opposite receivers. So this is really good too. And I'm going to respot the ball here and show you how good this one simple route combo is against just a simple high-low, right? So we're streaking and posting this right here, along with the max protect setup. This is going to give you time in the pocket to hit this throw deep down the field if we don't get shedded by unstoppable force. Okay, I might just like end up subbing these guys out. Hold on a second. We're going to try this again. So let's see, let's slide, double team. So we should have enough time in the pocket now. So you can see he got held up a little bit, but we can still rip this throw deep down the sideline if we have the time. And of course, if you feel like you don't have time and he's not using it, you can go ahead and check down to your return route over the middle of the field, right? See, boom, it just gets in a nice little space. And then you could rack it upfield or possession catch it to avoid those avalanches. And this is just what I start with, boys. I mean, you could do this to either side as long as you leave that return route on the field. I usually like to not 5 out. I mean, I don't like to max protect most of the time. I'll flat the tight end. This is a good route combo for attacking the middle of the field too. It's something really, really basic. And this flat route from the tight end can be your first read. Like if he's open right away, just pass lead it outside, or just no pass lead at all, depending on how open he is. I would look to that first, and then you can kind of do something like this, right? And then you can look for the return route on the back side. You can go like that, and then you can also, if the user's not there, or if he's sleeping on it, or if the zones are playing aggressive towards the flats, like underneath, you can hit this post in behind for a nice gain too. But the defense isn't going to do that because, I mean, I'm only working with one controller and I can't shade the defense down. So just trust to make the read. And if they bite down on the return route, that means the post is going to be open up in behind and everything like that. And then you could do the same thing here, right? You can make it just like this going the other way. It really doesn't matter, boys. It's all really good stuff. And this is just like basic stuff. Okay, we haven't even gotten into the crazy route combos yet. So now we're going to try to take advantage of the sideline, right? This is a max protect setup I have for the sideline. And this can be ran when you're on the right hash, or it can be ran when you're on the left hash, going this way. Point is, you want to be attacking the short side of the field. So we can max protect, streak the slot right here, and cross route the slot. So this is good for if you really need a big chunk play down the sideline and you have Hot Route Master, you're still utilizing the return route on the field so that you can check down if you need to, right? And then if we wait on the crosser, it's the same thing with the post, right? It's the same thing with the post whenever we put that on the field, except it's just run a little bit deeper and he gets open a little bit quicker. You see? Possession catch on the sideline, make that toe tap grab, and then now we're going to go over sideline stuff, right? We're going to be utilizing our 2 corner routes. This will be less hot routes. If you're in a 2-minute drill situation and you know you need to get down the field, you can always just streak the 2 outside receivers, and then you have a check down over the middle with the angle route, or you could flat him like this. And I would always just stem down the tight end corner route 1 so that he can get open a little faster. And you have 2 sideline threats. Both corner routes got wide open before he got sacked. So that can be a good route combo to use in a 2-minute drill situation. And let me go ahead and respot the ball again. This is a good route combo to be used whenever you're trying to attack the left sideline. Okay, you see we have that stock running back angle route. So what you can do is you can streak the outside left receiver and drag the tight end. That way you have now you have a trail concept going over the middle, while also turning into a sideline concept on the left side, right? And you just have to make the read. So if it's open, we'll run that rep again. We got insta-shedded sacked, but we're going to do this setup right here, and it's only 2 hot routes, man. This setup right here is only 2 hot routes. Streak the outside receiver on the left, drag the tight end, and this guy right here is like a wild card. Like if you think it's man, you can put him on a zig. This out route's really good too. You could just leave. I typically just leave him on that route, or you could like curl him if you want. You could really do whatever, but you can see the running back does get open. We're getting shedded immediately, but I just want you guys to see what is going on right here with this running back. So boom, just pass lead it down. You can possession catch it over the middle. It's also good to have tank on your running back too. Get tank on as many ball carriers as you can, because there's a lot of avalanches out here on the mud streets and you don't want to be fumbling. So going over it, we're already through that. Now we can throw the tight end drag. If the tight end drag is open every single time, no matter what route combo you're doing, please just go ahead and take that, because it's the easiest 5 to 10 yards you're ever going to take in your entire life. And then like if this is open on the sideline, you could throw this, right? It was a tight window right there because the defense is playing further back, so our underneath stuff is going to be the more open right now against this coverage. But and now I'm going to steal something for, oh no, actually this has turned into a rambling session. I've just been over one play so far, that if that doesn't tell you how good this offense is from a freestyling standpoint, oh my goodness. Like I'm literally foaming at the mouth explaining this to you guys. I'm going to be drinking a full glass of water once I'm done. But anyways, so this is going to be my last sideline setup for you guys. We're going to streak the outside receiver over here. Actually, I have 2 more setups I'll share with you. So you can streak the outside receiver on the right, stem this guy down. We're going to table route the running back, and then drag the slot receiver on the left. And so what this does, and what our read progression is going to be like, is we're going to look at the table route first. If that's open, we're going to go ahead and take that, right? You can see as soon as we can dump the ball down, we can get the ball out and get our yards. And so the other reads we have are, of course, the corner route, right? If the corner route's open deep, you can pass lead it down. The defense of pass rush is not giving us time right now, which is crazy. But you see the corner route was getting open if the defense was playing was like shading underneath. But what I really like about this setup is this backside combo between the drag route and the return route. And what this does is it utilizes the return route still, right? If it's open, you can throw it in this little pocket and take the safe 5 yards. Or the really cool part about this route combo right here, boys, is this drag route right here. You see the table route from the running back is going to pull the flat zone outside, and it's going to open up this pocket right here for you to throw it. And if you can get some blockers, you can get some extra yards and just get free yards from throwing a drag route. So there's that. And then the last flooding concept I'm going to show you guys is actually something that I did at a bunch strong nasty a lot when I was running Colts, is put this outside guy on a corner route, stem him all the way down, put this tight end on a streak, table route the running back. You could block him, it doesn't really matter, but you can either post the slot on the left, or you could drag him. It doesn't really matter. I'll just throw him on a post just to be different, or you could go on a curl. I'm having so much fun with this. Anyways, the point is this stem down corner route on the outside. If you freeform it straight down, you see what you can get right there. Like in terms of like gaining yards, it's like the most automatic thing against zone coverage. Just put him on a corner route, stem him all the way down. I'm gonna block the running back this time just so we have a little extra time. And you just freeform it straight down, and he'll get the toe tap on the sideline. That's the freest yards ever. And the crazy part is, since you're on this side, they're expecting you to attack on the left, right? Since that's how pull routes work in Madden the past couple of years. So they're expecting you to attack this side right here on the left, but really you're looking to the deep right sideline with this. So we're gonna run it one more time, stem it all the way down, and then we're gonna just put him on streak this time. You can see it's just the most automatic thing ever. So and our final route combo for this setup is before I show you guys like man coverage, freestyling and stuff like that, is this is actually taken from the Win Madden game plan. This is his like route combo, so I'm gonna credit him with this. But this is one of my favorite things to go to. It reminds me a lot of the Durham setup that I would run out of Bunch Strong Nasty, but we're streaking the slot receiver on the left, we're posting the tight end, and then we're streaking the running back out of the backfield. This is a really cool 5-out setup right here, and you're looking at the running back and the return route first before you then work your read up to the post route, which will develop into a crossing route. So you see he opens up in the zone right there. You'll have that space to throw it, just pass lead down with the running back so you don't get KO'd. And then you also have the return route backside, right? That's going to get open because the streak's going to push off those underneath zones. And then our final read on the play is going to be the post route from the tight end. So this right here can develop into a crossing route late in the play. Boom, possession catch. If you get a little bit more time, you could pass lead to the sideline and get a possession catch. There's all kinds of possibilities out of just this one play, boys, against zone coverage. It's really on you to get creative with this. I'll show you one more thing. This is really good in the red zone, or if you need something on 4th down. So I'll just respot the ball. This is really good in a 4th and 1, 4th and 2, or a goal line situation. So we'll move the ball right here for this example specifically. What I really like to do, you can play so many games with these two guys right here on the left. It's so crazy. It's insane, bro. So everybody knows zig routes are really good this year. So what if we did this, right? We block our tight end, streak our running back. That's going to be our hot read on the right side if there's no user there. And then on the left side, we're going to do a zig and a flat combo right here. And what's great about this is that against any type of zone defense, that zig is going to get in a nice little space right there. Like, I probably should have moved the ball a little bit closer, but that needs to be your first read right there. Especially if their user is favoring the right side, this is going to be money for you, okay? This is definitely going to be money for you. And the reason I say block the tight end is because any route you put him on in this area of the field, he's just going to get in the way. So I would just rather just block him. You're still going to have the running back right here. Just pass lead it down. And remember, a lot of times that right middle linebacker is people's user. So if you throw something out there that he's not expecting, like say he goes and chases this with his user, well then the running back's wide open, right? That's just a quick throw in the end zone. So save that route combo for like a fourth, for like a really big money down, like in short yardage situations, and you need to pass the ball like that. That's just so money, bro. Like you can make a living off of that. All right, now I'm going to show you guys some route concepts against man coverage that are really good. So this is just like a cover one, for example. And when it comes to man coverage, it's really important that you know how to freestyle while also spacing the field well. So what I mean by that is, like, for instance, this corner route that the tight end's on, I feel like it's better against zone than it is against man. So I actually like the tight end sharp cutting corner route better. And you can kind of see a visual difference in what I'm talking about. It will freaking roast man coverage, bro. It's actually unreal. You see how You see how he just torches his man right there. It doesn't matter if they're shaded down, outside, whatever. That tight end corner route is going to get crazy yards against pretty much anybody that's manned up to him. You just look at how much he gets roasted right there. And you just pass lead up. That's my first read against man coverage a lot of times. Is I will put that tight end corner route on the field, and especially if there's not a deep sideline zone over there helping out, I will feast on that shit. So yeah, but back to our man coverage breakdowns. A lot of the concepts we ran against zone also work well against man, and that's the beautiful thing about freestyle and route combos out of this one play here is you could pretty much, like, say you could corner out the tight end, streak him just to have a clear out, and then all these other routes beat man too. Like this corner out on the left, it beats man. You got the tight end you got a running back on an angle route stock, or you could block the running back and then post him right here. I mean, you got all kinds of possibilities against man coverage. We got shedded instantly right there, but the return route got open, the tight end corner route got open. You could run the trail concept that we talked about, and you could zig this receiver here. This concept will work against man coverage too. The zig gets open, even though he didn't really get open right there. The defender had outside leverage, but the point is that utilizing the tight end and man coverage needs to be a priority for you because he cannot get pressed, so that means the drags are going to get open, the corner routes, the post. Any route he gets put on is basically going to get wide open against man. All right, boys, now I want to go over the other plays in the audibles, which is it's just going to be very brief. Like, so jet touch pass, this needs no explanation, right? That's the whole reason we're in the Niners version of this offense, or this formation, is because the jet touch pass is really good to keep your opponent honest. And if you have a human joystick on your receiver, you can cut it up the middle, and you can just have better control of your ball carrier in general. So, like, for instance, we got human joystick on all three of my receivers, right? So whoever's getting the jet pass, we're going to be good as far as, like, being able to control our player, especially if you wait and do not hold turbo. Do not hold turbo. Just like when you run the ball, don't hold turbo until you let your block set up and you can get through the line of scrimmage, right? And you can see we were able to cut it back up, and there's a lot of big play potential with this. I mean, we're not like, you've seen I'm sure you guys have seen various pro players just sit there and run this and just mix it in, and they just get crazy yards on it, and the blocking is always really good. All right, the next play is 0-1 trap, and the reason I put this in the audibles instead of inside zone is because I feel like it blocks better against the meta. Like if you're facing dime, dollar, engage blitzing or loop pressure, this run is really good. It can really pop for some big potential, even against four-man fronts too. I've noticed it can be really good. Just make sure you don't hold turbo until you pass the line of scrimmage, and then that's like we're just getting like 7 to 10 yards every time on this run. And I know it's against a 3-down lineman set, but trust me that, guys, this shit works against the 4-down sets too. All right, now these two plays right here, I will show them. I'm going to show this play against general zone coverage, man coverage, and cover 2, because this play is really good against cover 2. So we're going to go to motion slot choice, and you're going to notice that when we go over these two plays right here, that the receiver on the left motions over into a bunch formation. And this is really cool in my opinion, because it's kind of like a secret formation within the formation type of deal. So what we're going to do is the only setup I have for this really is block the running back, drag the tight end, and post route the slot receiver that got motioned, right? And so now we have this little number, and this is just a simple level concept to over the short middle of the field. And your read progressions need to be the tight end drag. Well, no, first I'd look at the fade route first to see if he's in cover 2. That route is really good against cover 2, but look to the fade route and the tight end first. Tight end's open, throw it to him. You get so many yards of just checking the ball down in this game, guys. Don't be afraid to check the ball down. And then over here, we're going to do the setup again. Block running back, drag tight end, post slot. And this return route from Calvin Johnson right here, it's really good as well. It's good as like a late check down. Like say you missed the read of the tight end for some reason, that return route is going to be so good for you. And like if you notice in a theme here, the return route is really good. So we have the return route here again, and so if we didn't get shedded, I'm also going to try to throw the post over the middle for you guys, but the reason I haven't been able to fit that in there is just simply because the defense is playing back. So, but assume someone's user's there. You see we have the post route over the middle of the field. Just pass lead it down, possession, catch it. That area of the field's going to be wide open for you, especially if they're using the routes underneath and they forget about it. So, all right, boys, now I'm going to break down motion slot choice against a cover 2 defense. And it's the same setup, really. We're going to block the running back, drag tight end, post the slot receiver. And what you're looking for is this route deep down the sideline. If you think they're in a cover 2, this is why the sideline route is your first read on this play, because you want to see if it's going to get open. But you don't want to stare it down at the same time. So this is a cover 2 defense, and you're going to see that we can rip this down the sideline with a good free form, and a lot of times we can score a one-play touchdown. Like that's how powerful that route is. And the reason you want to run it against on the short side against cover 2, you do it when you try to rip it from right to left sideline, because you don't have a pull route on that side. So you're gonna have to like run it on the short side, or you might can fit it in if you're at midfield. But the safest bet is to use it when you're on the short side. So just pass lead it straight, and then if you don't know how to free form, so that I can get it away from the defense. So you're going to see what I'm talking about here. We can make this throw consistently, and then we can a lot of times break it for a touchdown. All right, now I'm going to show this play against man coverage, and it's the same setup really. So we're going to drag the tight end, post the slot receiver, and then block our running back, so we have a little extra time in the pocket. And you're going to notice the same thing, like tight end, your first read, throw it to him. The return route is going to get open as well. So you're going to want to utilize that for sure. So we've already thrown the drag. Sometimes that deep sideline route gets open if you free form it enough. Like that was a good rep right there. You just have to pay attention to that. That's why that's your first read, because sometimes he may just blow by the defender, especially if he has like an X factor wide receiver ability. He'll really blow by the man coverage. But we're going to look at the post route and the return route now. So return route is obviously going to cook. Boom, just pass lead that to the left so that he gets a better rack animation. And now we're going to look at the post route so I can show you guys that beats man as well. So we got John Ross on the post route. Boom. You kind of got bagged right there, I can't lie. But, I mean, the other route, every route's going to get open. Like, the man coverage is kind of unpredictable in this year's game. So, all right, so the next play we're going to go over is motion Y corner. And since we're already in man coverage, I'll just show you guys how this play beats man coverage. So I have 2 setups for this, and both of them can beat both man and zone. And the thing you're going to notice right away is that the tight end is on his stock man-beating corner route. This saves us a hot route. So what I like to do is drag the slot receiver, block the running back, and streak the outside receiver. And so this gives us a meshing concept over the middle as well as a man beater to Greg Olsen here. So you can pass lead it down, possession catch it. We didn't catch the ball on that rep right there, but you can kind of see, I mean, we hot routed the tight end corner before, and you guys saw how it just completely killed man. So I don't need to do that too often, but you're going to see that the drag and the post over the middle do a good job of getting open as well. So we got the drag open, boom, got a bunch of space right there, and then we're going to hit the post route for you guys so that you can see that this works really well. So one more time, we got the post route here, and the cool thing about this post route is really good against zone too because of the damn, he kind of got bagged right there, but we still completed it. All right, I switched back over to zone coverage, and you can see this play works against zone coverage as well. There's really no need to explain it too much, but you know, the post route over the middle right here, you can't stem it up or anything, sadly, but it's just a great little shallow post route, and it kind of stops in like a certain area, it makes people think it's like a hitch route sometimes. But as you can see, the other routes are getting open as well. So if they're playing, you could play a high-low game with them on the sideline, and then you can check down to this drag right here too. That's my first read on this setup right here. But the last setup I'm going to do, and this works really well in the red zone as well. This is kind of like this is like we're making our own bench pivot here with slightly worse spacing. But when we audible to motion Y corner, we're going to drag the tight end, block the running back, and zig the slot receiver. This looks a lot like bench pivot, except the alignment's a little bit different. So what you're looking at here is, this is really good in the red zone. So we got the drag to the tight end. That's going to be open, right? You possession catch that. And then we also, what you're really looking for on this setup right here is the zig. So the zig that the slot receiver's on, the out route from the outside receiver pulls the flat zone so that you can throw this. This gets in a nice pocket in the zone, and it can be ran in the red zone when you're passing and stuff. So, all right, before we get out of here, guys, I wanted to end it off with a cover 3 bomb. So this takes a little bit of time to develop, I'm not going to lie, but I can give you guys a little cover 3 bomb setup. This is kind of universal out of any compressed formation. This is kind of like how we bombed cover 3 with double post. So what you're going to do is you're going to streak the tight end, you're going to block the running back, you're going to put the solo receiver on a post route, stem him up once, and then you're going to stem down this corner route on the left down 1 click. And if we have time in the pocket, you're going to see that we're going to be able to rip this throw to Calvin Johnson over the top. So we're going to slide to the right and then double team this left defensive end right here. So hopefully we can get enough time that I can rip this throw for you guys. So we're going to roll out the pocket. You're going to see we had to kind of make some Dontari Poe magic happen right there, but we were able to rip that throw and score. So, and you can also run this, let's see, with stem post up 1, streak the tight end, block running back, stem the corner out down 1, and then we're going to slide right, double team the defensive end so that we can have as much time in the pocket as we can, and we get sacked. But I'll try to run that one more time just so you guys can see that this is not fake. So we do our setup right here, slide right, double team the defensive end, hopefully we get time in the pocket, roll out, and you see it make the stem down corner out makes the outside third bite down so that you can make that throw. And you can also run this to the other side. This is the beauty of this formation. You could run this to the other side without even having to flip the formation, because in a way it's kind of symmetrical. So what we're going to do now is we're going to corner route the solo receiver, stem him down 1. We're going to max protect. This is where this side is kind of better in my opinion, because you can max protect this setup. You can streak this guy, and then post this outside receiver, stem him up 1, right? You don't have to max protect, but this is just the general 3 route combination here. So we're going to slide left, double team here so that we can get some time. And then as you can see, we can rip this throw over the top for an easy 1-play touchdown against cover 3. So that is the breakdown of tight Y off and why I love it so much. I just started running this offense too, so I'm still kind of fresh to it. Trying to remember all my route combos and stuff like that. But any point during the video, you can rewind, pause, and get those route combos. And then apply it to what I just taught you. And just remember one thing, boys: spacing. Like, spacing is so important, bro. Don't be putting just anything on the field, right? So this is just another good example. So you can do something like, you could post route the solo receiver, drag the tight end, block the running back, and then let's see, streak the slot, and then flat him, right? This is like what makes this really good is it clears out space for your check down, right? Look, the outside receiver, on him being on that flat route, pulls the flat zone on that left side so that you can have enough space to hit this guy in stride, right? And if the user goes and sleeps on it, you can hit him. You can hit the post route backside, right? It's just all about making quick, fast reads, bro. It's really all it is. So yeah, that's the video, boys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll do a part 2 and 3 of this probably, because there's all kinds of things in the 49ers offense that you can take advantage of and mix in. So that's why I'm going to make this like a 2-parter, but this is the main meat and potatoes of the offense that I'm running right now. So like I said, if you enjoy, like, subscribe down below, and leave a comment if this helps you win more games, and I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace.